So let's ready to learn a new concept of Power BI, and the name of that particular concept is DAX. So DAX, the full form of DAX is Data Analysis Expressions. So we will write different type of functions or different type of expressions, which will be very useful to perform different type of analysis, we can say. So if we try to understand the concept of a DAX with the help of an example, so suppose I want to calculate or I want to perform total sales or average price. So total sales, so to perform the total sales, we can write DAX functions like we will simply write sum, and then we will add all the column values of the column name amount. Similarly, suppose I want to calculate average price. So average price, you can say the average price of all the values in the price column. So suppose I am having some data set where there is in that particular data set there is a price column, and I want to calculate the average price. What formula we will apply? We will simply write average formula, and then perform the average value of all the values of price column. So in short, we can say that DAX is used to write some useful functions. That functions will represent aggregation of the data. Aggregation need not to worry about the term aggregation. Aggregation will always talk about uh, the functions like average, standard deviation, variance, sum. So whenever we will apply such type of function on data set, then it's called aggregation of the data. Now, while writing DAX, so we will use such type of a formula. So I hope in Excel many of you have already learned how to write formula. So somewhat it's similar to the formula which we people keep on writing in Excel. So if you will see here, the sum is the aggregate function, and sales amount is the column name, and the data is the file name. So if I want to perform sum of all the values of any particular column, so we'll simply apply the sum function or any aggregation function. It may be sum, it may be variance, standard deviation, average, mean, median, any aggregation function we can apply. Then we'll simply write the name of the file. Suppose this is the name of our Excel file, or it may be a name of sheet also. It may be possible that the Excel file will be comprises of many sheet. Then we can say sheet name and then in bracket column name. So column name will always be written inside the brackets, and that bracket is square bracket. I hope that part is clear to all of you. One more thing, that with the help of a DAX, we can create columns. Here, columns means we can create new columns. So suppose I am having a amount in any particular column, and I want to calculate what amount or what price a customer need to pay while including GST. So suppose I want to create a new column in the same file which will show the amount along with GST. So that thing we can easily do with the help of a DAX. We can also create different type of measures. Please need not to worry about that. Measures are same. We'll talk about aggregation. So measures are, again, it's a sum, mean, median, average, standard deviation, or we can create a custom table also, or we can create sub table also with the help of a DAX. So let's see few example of how to create new column by using DAX. So suppose this is the original file in which I have stored data related to customer ID, customer name, and city, and I want to convert that column. And while conversion, I want to add one new column, ठीक, which is a combination of customer ID and customer name. So I will create one more column which will be comprises of customer ID, like you can say the customer ID is one, then underscore, and then customer name actually. So such type of things we can easily do with the help of a DAX function. So how we will do that, or what DAX function we will apply. So see, this is the name, this is the new name. See, this is the new name I have given. The left hand side, whatever name you will give, the same name column will be created. Now the function will be, as I've already told, that all the column name will be written inside the square brackets. So I have written first square bracket, that is the customer ID. Ampersand is used to combine two values which will be of string type. So since you will see I want to give underscore symbol here, so that's why I have written, please take all the values of customer ID and combine that value with underscore, and after that again combine it with customer name. So now you can say the customer ID is 1, so 1 is here, then underscore is here, and then the customer name, that is the customer underscore 1 name, will be there. And the same thing will be applied to all the values of the columns, whatever be the number of columns here, number of values in that particular columns, it does not matter. Let's see one more example. Suppose this is the data set. I am having order ID, customer ID, product, and amount, and I want to create one more column in which I want amount with GST. correct, in which I want to calculate amount with GST. So what formula I will apply? The amount with GST, whatever column name we want to give, we will write in left hand side. So here you will see left hand side I have written AMT with GST. Now the formula will be amount. So again the amount column data I have taken in square bracket plus amount into 1.18. So if I will write such type of a DAX function and press enter key, you will see the same type of function will be applied to all the columns. So with the help of a DAX, you have seen that in the previous example, I have combined two columns. Okay. In this example, I have created one new column by applying some calculation. We can also perform or we can also create some measures, like suppose I want to store one variables in our files by name total says, which will store total amount of that particular data. Or suppose I want to create one variable in which I want to store the average amount. So all these things we can easily do in Power BI. So that is the theory part. In the next part, or you can say the part 2, we will apply all these concepts in Power BI, and we will learn how to do such type of things using Power BI. So I hope that part is clear to all of you. To get ready to do hands on of the same concepts in Power BI. Thank you so much.